Hello everyone. Another talking upload today because I need to talk. I just finished with Deltarune Chapter 5 and I need to talk to someone about it. But the only people that I know that have played the game haven't finished it yet. So I need to talk to someone, you know? So that's what this video is. Also, heavy spoilers. Heavy spoilers because that's what this is. Because I don't know how to talk about any of this without spoiling it. Because yeah. Let's talk about the normal route first. I thought it was really cool. Um, I think the festival. I kinda wish there was more to it. Mainly the Ferris wheel. Wish we actually got to see that. Maybe you couldn't. I just missed it somehow. I don't know. I wish we got to see that. The scene with Susie in the well at the lake, that was very nice. Pretty heartwarming, wholesome 100. Before the Dark World stuff, I like that. We won't talk about the other thing that happened at the lake. We'll talk about that later. Rudy, he's probably dead, so I don't know, maybe we'll get a hospital Dark World. For some reason, I thought all the Dark Worlds would have, like, double doors, because most of them had double doors. But then I forgot, like, the Flower King shop just didn't. So I guess that theory doesn't make sense. So maybe not necessarily the hospital, but there's a good chance that maybe, Noelle might... I think there's a good chance that Noelle might, create the Dark Fountain there to try to bring back her dad. Similar to how Gerson got brought back. Or the Chapter 5 Secret Boss, which, again, we will get to later. Flowery. I'll be honest, I hated him. For a good chunk, I thought he was, big EO, She's good at that. But you know what? When he freaking started 1v1ing the knight at the end, that was hype. Okay, that brought me back, I was like, you know what? Maybe he's not that bad of a guy. Also, he just looks really cool. It is a really cool fight. I do think the animation at the beginning, that caught me off guard. That was funny. What else? Asgore with the whole investigation. The fact that he knew about Dark Fountains. I guess that was alluded to in a little bit of dialogue from Chapter 4. So he had the shard of glass or whatever. Which, I'm not sure what that was supposed to be. I think... Because I thought originally it wasn't, one of the shards. Dark shards or whatever. But I feel like that's how... The only way it could explain how the actual shard got there. In the Dark World. Because the knight didn't get there till later. But I don't know when the knight got there. I guess that's not confirmed. Oh yeah, Secret Boss. That was very funny. I found that very humorous. I was a bit annoyed though, because they were honestly pretty easy. Maybe I'm just better at the game now, but I struggled a lot with maybe not Spanton and Jevil, but the Knight. At first, I didn't even think that was a beatable fight, but I guess no one did. And Gerson, that took me a couple tries. But then I replayed it before this chapter came out, and I beat both of them first try. Barely. On Gerson at least, but, I still beat it. And then I beat, Mew Mew. Is that her actual name? In the fight? I didn't check. I beat her second try. And the first try was only just because I had really unoptimized healing. My personal strategy was spam the plus 80 healing for the whole party, like every few turns. Hello. That worked out pretty well. I don't want to talk about the weird route yet. The music was all pretty good. I can't say I liked it as much as some of the other chapters. I think some of the other chapters had much more solid, like around the board music. Oh, but Flower Man, jeez, that is a good song. I'll say. The freaking Hatsune Miku Vocaloid. I'm not really into that, but you know, I definitely got a kick out of that. Ooh, the new soul types. I didn't care for the orange soul. I thought it was a bit clunky, especially when you're like slamming into Flowery. Maybe I just was bad at that, but I didn't like the timing for that, really. The pink soul was cool. I like the new stuff they did with it, with like the 3D elements and that one last part. That was kind of neat. Is there anything else I can talk about before I have to talk about the thing I have to talk about? Did I talk about... I talked a little bit about Asgard. I think the idea is that he did kill Des, which is what the song comes from. But I don't know, man. It's probably. I don't know how a Dark Fountain ties into that. I probably did hit her over his car, but like, did he kill her somehow? Maybe. She's probably lost in the dark world, some dark world. Because he used to be a police chief captain, so maybe he has something to do with the bunker. That's why he had the code. Could be. Maybe Friend is in there with her, and we gotta fight Friends. So we're gonna get the pure crystal next. I'm not... Okay. I'm actually... Okay, so I gotta get into the weird route now. Ooh. Oh, that was bad. I was gonna say, how are you gonna get the twisted sword? Because pure crystal plus foreign ring. That means we have to go back to Castle Town, which again, I don't know if that's what's gonna happen. Okay. The weird route. I haven't played too many games with evil routes in them. Like, definitely nothing to this level. Oh my goodness, I feel horrible. Like, I didn't think I would feel horrible, because I usually don't care this much about any of the games I play. Oh my goodness. Dude. Freaking chills, man. That was horrible. Okay. Because most people, they're like, oh, I feel so bad for Noelle. We're basically traumatizing. We're doing the same thing to Chris. Okay? Like, think back to, like, the panic attack he had in Chapter 4 after we put the foreign ring on Noelle. Or if you don't interact, you'll run out the room with her. Yeah, we're traumatizing both of them. We're, like, trying to ruin these people's lives. Like, okay, this is, I don't know if I'm being smart for this, or if this was very obvious. In the normal game, the soul's in the cage when Chris wakes up, because you can assume he was probably doing stuff outdoors. He was doing stuff outdoors. Yeah, it was all, like, green for some reason. But in the weird route, the soul's still in him. Like, the whole time. So, like, you're, like, affecting him, too. Which, I don't know what that really means, but that's wild, you know? Dude. I don't know if it was just, like, Chris, like, not wanting to get out of the bed because he knows what you're gonna do. The way I saw it was, like, he was, like, physically gripping the bed sheets because he's so scared of what you're gonna do. Try saw, which, again, I feel really bad for that. Like, I know they're not real, but, like, I feel bad for that, you know? I feel like a bad person. Like, this guy is, like, he's not kicking and screaming, literally, but he basically is. Because he does not want you to do whatever you're gonna do. Also, the festival already being over, that kind of, that shows how much, like, at this point, like, you're locked into the weird route in Chapter 4, basically. But, like, yeah, literally, you can't leave it. I mean, you kind of can, but you also can't, if that makes sense. Anyways, whole festival's over. Chris is walking very slow. He walks past the pancakes. I don't know why I had to mention that. You can hang out with Susie for a little bit, but you basically don't say anything. Can't interact with too much. Sans is there for some reason? I don't know why Sans is there. I feel like Sans, like, I think he's just a dude in this, but you know, maybe he can get that genocide sands coming back. Who knows? The ARG. I can't pull it up because I don't think I'm gonna edit this video really. But the place where she smiled. I think someone called out that might have a double meaning in both routes. They were right. That's scary. You know, in the regular route, it's smiling because, you know, Noelle's getting together with Susie. That's very happy. But, dude, Noelle's kind of like speech monologue. Dude, what the heck have we done? Like, genuinely, like, you know, I'm stronger now, you know, after Des left. Which I think that's there's only 2 mentions of Des. That I found, at least. I think the first one is, funnily enough, at the very beginning. Ezreal had love letters for Les, which I don't think that was confirmed, so that was kind of cool. You know? But yeah, there's not too many mentions to her. Like, at all. Like, she says, I think she alludes to kind of wanting to run away in the regular route, but like, she's like, man, I've never had the strength to do it before. You know, you changed yourself, Chris, which isn't really Chris doing anything. This is us, the soul, doing all this. She's like, you wanna do something crazy? Which, like, I thought could go a lot of places. Double suicide was not what I was thinking. I thought we were gonna, like, make a dark world, go fight someone, commit some crimes, kill someone, maybe double suicide. That was not what I was expecting. And I did it. I proceeded all over the place. Dude. Again, you really have to commit to it. Like at the big, because technically you can kind of abort it. I saw it after. But they can, like, but you're basically locked in it. Because, like, even if you say, like, instead of proceeding, like, if you say stop, the ball drags you into the water. Like, you're not escaping that. Which I think she's already too far in, you know. So is Chris at this point. Yeah, but you gotta, I don't know if you have to, but I was, like, mashing that thing, trying to proceed. Like, her text box would cover it up. Yeah, you have to commit to it. And then the final message to insert this for Chapter 7 B-side. Celeste reference. Yeah. Which makes sense that there's no Chapter 6 for the weird route. Because you can't, because Chapter 5, none of that happens. You're so far gone. You can't just do that to Noelle and then just go on with Chapter 5 like it's normal. Like, you could do that for Chapter 3 and 4, but doesn't feel too right. You know, you're just gonna have a fun time with your friends after you, like, did all that. You just killed Birdly, you know. But I suppose you will find whatever's on that side of the island, of the lake, whatever that is. There's a song going over there from what, the Onion. Was that Susie or the Onion? I can't remember. There's something over there. So you'll see what that is. I don't know what it could be. What might it be? Kind of based on, like, the digital pixelation of that final screen. Maybe it has something to do with, like, Northern Light or the city, like the Ice Palace, whatever, from the areas in Chapter 3. The Roots? Brew, maybe Friend is over there, who knows? Friends was also in Chapter 6, apparently. I never saw that, but that's neat, I guess. Toby Fox is a really good writer. Not just a composer, but a writer as well. Dang. I don't know what I could say about this. That I can't say that's already been said because, you know, it just came out, but dang. I'm assuming they're gonna release the rest of the game at once. So we'll have to wait a few years for that. Chapter 6 was pretty quick, but because, you know, no weird route, but chapter 7 as well. I don't know what that's gonna be. It's probably gonna be the biggest chapter, probably, just because like roaring and everything. I would guess sometime in 2028, probably late 2028, maybe. If we're really lucky, that's when it's gonna be. Because there's a big time gap between chapters 2 and chapters 3 and 4. And it's basically 3 chapters because, you know, Weird Route's its whole own thing. But that could also probably be shorter. Yeah, late 2028, mid 2029. That's my prediction. Which shucks I gotta wait that long, because I'm gonna be... Oh, I don't even know where I'm gonna be by then. Ugh, I'm old. You know. So we'll have to wait and see. But, you know, hopefully a few ARGs, a few little more stuff in between, maybe. I don't know. Overall, I had a phenomenal time with this chapter. It was really good. There's probably a few more stuff I can say, but I don't really know how to follow up the whole, you know, again, double suicide. Anyways, that is all. I don't have anything else to say. If you sat for all of this, thank you. Yeah. Chapter 5. Pretty cool. Cannot wait for chapters 6. Okay, I initially stopped recording, but I didn't remember. There's a few more things I want to talk about. The Weird Route, I didn't talk about this. In the aborted version of it, it's not fully gone. 1, you still did everything you did. And 2, well, it never played the jingle. It never said you were off it. You're still on it. You're just on a different path of it. Which gave me the idea, what if they weren't lying when they said we can't subvert the prophecy, you know? Obviously, we're thinking, oh yeah, well, we're gonna do secret route, and then that's how we're gonna secret bosses, and that's how we're gonna subvert it. What if we couldn't? What if we can't even in the Weird Route either? Or what if the only way we could subvert it was the Weird Route? The only way we could stop whatever tragedy there was is by doing an even worse thing. And there's no win-win. There's no winning at all, just losing. Which actually does, you know, is that Weird Route gonna be its own thing, a more, you know, well-focused one, where Chris has more control over their own body, but Noelle is the one who's taking stuff further instead of the soul? Might be interesting. That was basically it. But I did also, so I guess it wasn't it. I wanted to add, isn't it kind of funny how I'm delaying making the Undertale video to make a Deltarune video? I think that's kind of ironic. Which, speaking of the Undertale video, you can see I'm using footage of it. How's it going? Not well. Remember when I said the Owls video would be out pretty shortly? I put that teaser at the end of, I think, the Don't Starve video. Because I thought it would come out a few weeks, maybe months after. That took a whole year again. Because that was teased at the end of October. Came out next February. Next February even. So that's more than a year. Ooh, dang. Yeah, so I try to plan, because there's 4 of these videos. I plan to try to get them out by the end of the summer. That's not gonna happen. I might get 1 out by the end of the summer, because again, these videos are long. That's probably going to be like a 1 hour video, maybe. And that's one of 4, because I still have to do the other 2 routes. And then the big joining of them, which is hopefully won't take as long, because I can just reuse stuff, but it's its own can of worms. My idea for them is they're all going to be kind of edited differently. You know, I wanted the neutral route to be more comedy, me focused. The true fastest route to take itself more seriously, and then I'm still kind of deciding what I want to do for genocide route, but we'll get to that when we get to it. Yeah, that's all though. Bye again. Like and subscribe. Oh yeah.